Alright, WWE 2k20 was pretty bad, can we all agree, but especially the MyCareer mode. This is everything wrong with WWE 2k20 MyCareer mode. So there will be sins, and there will be wins. Here's my footage from 2.5 years ago in the background, please ignore it. Let's start off by adding 10 sins for how glitchy this game was. It's not even about the MyCareer mode, but you get the point. Is it just me, or was the whole starting at the Hall of Fame ceremony kinda dumb? I don't know, I just didn't like the flashbacks thingy. I'm actually not gonna add a sin for their names, as Trey and Red aren't the worst names ever, as Buzz in 2K19 was pretty bad, but for how they got the names, that's a different story. Nice to see John Cena brought some ladders in the ring. If we're ignoring the flashbacks, I actually really like the cliffhanger from the Money in the Bank match. Hey, that's the first win. Alright, you're meaning to tell me Red wore a cane mask to senior prom? Twitter would have a field day with that.
Man, the way you treat that thing, you'd think it was the Magnet Carta.
Did you say magnet?
Trey forgets the combination to the most important thing they own. And that's only the start of Trey's shenanigans. Also, why the hell would Trey put his phone in the safe? What is the benefit there? Who brings a paper bag with Xavier Woods and Sasha Banks on it to school as a lunch bag? Trey's favorite lunch game is to guess his teacher's sweat stains. There's a reason they sat by themselves.
Star in a WWE action movie.
Yeah, because that's the first thing I would do if I was in the WWE. WWE puts themselves over by having Trey say the WWE action movies are some of the finest pieces of cinematic art ever produced. Tell that to the entire Marine series.
Come up with awesome wrestling names.
You think he could have used one of those awesome wrestling names instead of Trey? Actually, I don't even want to hear them.
Get my own action figure.
Well, yeah, that's cool, but you'd think you'd want to maybe win a title or something? Just a thought.
Find out what's inside Undertaker's urn.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
I've got a match for you. My butt, your face. What are you two fartwads doing?
So this table was apparently reserved for the wrestling team, which by the looks of it has 3 people and one of them looks like a fat Pete Dunne. Why would Red get so mad at a red mark through her list? Like, bro, you just wrote it, write it again, I don't know. Somehow, some way, the scene goes from the middle of a cafeteria to a one-on-one match on Raw is War with a packed crowd in attendance. I'm pretty sure if my best friend slipped on a lunch tray in front of everybody, I wouldn't remember it as my biggest enemy doing it on Raw is War with a referee and commentators. Alright, how the hell would Red remember a fight with Brooklyn ending with a moonsault? What in the cafeteria could she have jumped off of, that tiny ass table?
I'm gonna take that marker, bring it to your grandmother's nursing home, and cross out parts of her chart so when the nurse goes to give her turn-down service, she won't know to flip her over. That's right, I'm gonna give your grandmother bed sores.
Man, what the fuck? So Red has the genius idea of getting in a scrap with the captain of the wrestling team. Is this anger issues or flat out stupidity?
Everyone already knows Hothead Red, but let me introduce you to her best friend, Trey. Get it? Because he busted his butt on a lunch tray.
I don't think we needed you to explain, Brooklyn. I think we got it. Brooklyn sprays Red with ketchup, but surprisingly enough, there is no ounce of ketchup on her in the next shot. I'll give credit where it's due. The Trey's parents storyline, where they're actually dead, but Red was trying to cover it up, was pretty good, so give him a win. Trey can't even open his own locker. Oh boy. Who did the mocap for that backpack, Otis? Oh yeah! That paper is the cleanest and straightest thing I have ever seen. Did they iron that thing? The Rock is president. You know what, give it a win. Riley Flash looks like if Terry Funk gained 60 pounds and became a homeless hippie. The Buzz and Cole podcast gets a win.
Yeah. But thanks to you in that match, now every time my jaw hurts, I know it's gonna rain. You might be the champ who runs the camp, but I'm the champ who knows when it's damp.
I never understood cutscenes not being able to keep the heights accurate. I did not make Trey shorter than Red. Why was Red so in a hurry to get through the speech? Like, come on, let's have some fun.
Thanks. I'm on this new mustard-only diet.
Maybe with the new diet, he won't tear his anus open.
I guess you could say you can cut the mustard, huh?
You were kind of the drizzling craps back then. No offense.
Welcome to Fulton, the birthplace of Bob Ruggio, inventor of the paper toilet seat cover. Who the fuck uses that?
I did. I mean, I searched for dungeon in wrestling, and then some really weird stuff came up, and I kind of got sidetracked.
Sir, what did you find?
We should at least get a picture.
Austin Theory and Tyler Breeze influencing aspiring wrestlers, I see. Trey pulls a Batista and trips trying to get into the ring and then plays to imaginary crowd, Lord have mercy. Planting more seeds in the Trey sucks at wrestling storyline. He can't even put his feet on the ropes to reverse a chokehold. After all that, Trey still thinks he's the one who's ready for his first ever match.
Isn't that less than a mile?
Oh, thanks for the conversion, Albert Asswipe.
Who shows up to a winter show knowing full well it's going to be freezing cold without mittens or gloves? That whole Australia promo from Trey to Peyton Royce was god awful. 2 cents because it went on for way too long.
Unfortunately, I slipped on some ice and stubbed my turning toe.
I don't even blame Tyler, this Winterfest looks like a shit show. Instead of wrestling in a regular attire, or your attire for that matter, you get the choice of copying Tyler Breeze, a lumberjack, or whatever the fuck this is. Sir, you better put some clothes on. Trey gets his tongue stuck on the railing. Let's move on. He thinks he won off a 2 count. Let's move on, please. And then he loses to a single punch. Let's move on. Trey forgets that his parents can see everything that he is spending on that credit card. Honestly, that car cutscene was pretty compelling, where Trey basically tells his parents to F off and Red's devil over your shoulder thing. Pretty cool stuff.
Then, I guess we're headed to the great state of South Carolina.
I knew you had it back then. Trey, not so much.
Because you didn't know the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch?
If Lita was at this random baseball field for an autograph signing, why would she be in her full wrestling gear, with elbow pads and everything? Red claims that if she didn't work her ass off the previous year, nobody would have came to Memphis to get an autograph from Lita. Logic clearly isn't the main focus here. Fucking Ribby. Also, that arena is pretty packed for a random wrestling show in Memphis. Okay, the way Ribby got in that ring was hilarious. Trey doesn't even dance, he runs around the ring, jumps off the ropes, and gyrates his hips that makes Big E look like Shakira. Jerry gets a crossword chant going.
Oh, shut up, Ribby. After I send Lawler packing, I'm going to eat you for dinner.
The fuck? Trey actually goes over in the match with Lawler, and then gets kicked in the balls anyway.
You've earned everything that's coming to you tonight.
Nice foreshadowing. Out of any match to willingly want to compete in, Trey thought of a crybaby match. Oh yeah, he also lost. Red beats Candice LeRae, but still doesn't get chosen for the Mae Young Classic. Baron fucking Blade. Trey thinks hotel rooms with microwaves are impressive. Trey gets very defensive over carnivals for some random reason.
Cool story.
Brooklyn made a high school cut their entire music program to fund her banner. Kinda respect it, but it's pretty messed up. Who gets a call from NXT and immediately mentions that X-Pac put their friend in a diaper? This entire cutscene with Trey's adopted and birth parents and Red writing the letter is a huge dub. Trey tricks Red into thinking Rhea Ripley already had a custom jacket made for the Mae Young Classic. This would have been fine if there wasn't a cringy cutscene in there. Red says she would not take a WWE contract unless Trey was signed. Girl, leave him behind! Trey gets the new guy treatment for months, and Cassius Ohno told him he had to ask to use the bathroom. Trey locks himself on the ropes until Velveteen Dream agrees to be his tag partner. What if Velveteen just never showed up? I'll give a win for the entire Velveteen Dream storyline. It would have been better if there wasn't Velveteen Dream in it, though.
What were you talking about having a trick up your sleeve?
Well, actually, it's more like a trick down my pants.
Do you think messages from the president self-destruct?
Another chapter in the Trey's parents storyline where Brooklyn sets up a fake letter saying that they'd be at the Hall of Fame speech. Big win.
I wasn't planning on competing tonight either. I actually just ate a ton of food at catering and my stomach's killing me.
I love the callback to Red and Trey's training where Trey didn't know how to put his feet on the turnbuckle to reverse a chokehold.
Yeah, it's me, but keep it down. I'm indiscreto.
I guarantee Brock Lesnar cares more about winning a title than protecting Paul Heyman, especially nowadays.
Hey, Vipes! Heard you wanted to talk?
I just have a slight feeling that Braun Strowman would win the title before trying to find Samoa Joe for talking about his dad.
No. No. Stop chasing me. I put the entertainment in sports entertainment. I got a raw contract. The ink's dry so they can't give it back. I got a raw contract. I'm kinda hungry, I need a snack. Yeah, I got a raw contract. I got a raw contract.
You're the worst.
The cutscene of Trey finding Red's Money in the Bank contract in the trash would have been good if Trey didn't mention all that extra shit.
You mean Thanksgiving Day?
The entire audition scene.
Those are bomb-disabling dolphins.
See, I get that the DDT is Maurice's finisher, but that was enough to put away the Raw Women's Champion away after like 2 minutes into the match? Who brags to their coworkers that you got an action figure and they didn't? You're telling me Red and Mickie James didn't see the Iconics using the cricket bats coming? A no DQ tornado match is considered Australian rules.
Willy tag. Brock Lesnar!
I'm just wondering how the hell they got into that abandoned arena. Where the hell did Papa Shango come from? Let's get this straight. So Papa Shango sprays some lemon-flavored gas into Red and Trey's eyes, prompting a magic black and green portal to appear from a furnace. You know what? It's a video game, so I'm gonna give it a win because it's stupid and I like it.
The last time I said that, I was trying to get you to try pineapple on your pizza, not cross over into the netherworld.
How does knocking Kane out lead to him disintegrating into red, white, and blue fireworks? Matt Hardy's multiverse reincarnation world deserves a big win. The Nikki Cross and Bray Wyatt battles in the swamp also deserve wins. I mean, she was climbing on the damn walls. The entire Undertaker battle also deserves a win. The arena, the crowd, Taker's entrance, epic stuff. So you're telling me Trey either didn't bring his phone to the boiler room or didn't get any of those calls from Paul Heyman until after leaving? From what I saw, the last ride match was just an ambulance match with a hearse. Could we have gotten a buried alive match or at least a casket match? Red wanted to defend the women's title against male superstars, prompting Becky Lynch to come out. Get it? Cause she's the man, teasing us with intergender matches. Also, Becky Lynch and her savages. Couldn't come up with a better name? Whose idea was the best of 5, 5-on-5, teams of 5, whatever the fuck this showdown thingy was?
We all had severe simultaneous leg cramp syndrome, or SSLCS.
I'm so excited to be the new general manager of SmackDown Live.
I'm confused how Red versus Becky Lynch for the women's title didn't go on last. That was the whole point of the show. Why is he wearing New Day attire? Why does he have a llama penis strapped to his head?
Llama penis is strapped to your head.
It looks like some kind of enhanced arm.
Why is Drake Maverick ramming his elbow into Brooklyn's back?
I really need you to get in there.
WWE trying to act like Samoa Joe got fired for 6 years and didn't wrestle anywhere else. Couldn't we have just won the WWE Championship normally? But Adam Cole being the champion was kind of cool. Is that the old WWE title from 2013? Why would Ronda freaking Rousey compete in the Mixed Match Challenge? Maybe I'd understand it if the number 30 spot in the Rumble was on the line, but that wasn't even the case.
Your choices are Kurt Hawkins, who's now lost over 1,000 consecutive matches.
Trey messes up the top rope move and injures Ronda Rousey. Fucking hell, we're reaching Nia Jax levels. Also, Ronda knew Trey's ribs were injured and still decided to help him do that move, making Ronda look dumb. Wow, you better watch out.
I was thinking we donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever.
Who in the writing team for this game came up with bringing back the Divas title? I just want to have a chat. And Trey loses the WWE title, giving us another short title reign.
And I'm turning it into the newest location for my tanning salon chain, Brooklyn Von Brown.
That's gotta be racist.
You know, maybe in the future, Trey, you should be a little more careful about who sees your phone.
Here to put it in Samoa Joe.
Or being offered the hosting gig on America's Next Top Hand Model.
There doesn't seem to be any ketchup on Brooklyn at all.
Wait, is that piece of paper with your number on it folded in half?
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's not 2, it's 23.
What just happened there?
That tackle was atrocious. Forced retirement was bullshit. You'd think after winning the Royal Rumble, Trey will finally be taken serious and beat Samoa Joe at WrestleMania, but instead he retires with Red because she was forced. And now Trey's the host of America's Next Top Hand Model. Of fucking course he is. Pretty sure that phone's backwards.
Oh, yeah, ooh, I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna be famous, Ah! Yes!
It's like getting rid of 2 turds with 1 stone.
So you better watch where you're looking. Brooklyn revealing Trey's dead parents gets a win, as morbid as it was.
You know, there's some wounds that ice can't heal.
It would be like you finding out that America's Next Top Hand Model was fixed.
Wait, is it?
I felt like Red and Trey maybe should have used their own moves to win, but hey, what do I know?
We have something for you. There's some maintenance guy from the arena was selling it online. It wasn't cheap.
Luckily, we've gotten good at puzzles in our old age.
Oh my gosh! I thought I lost you, but you're back.
How the hell is that even possible? Well, that does it. That was everything wrong with WWE 2k20's MyCareer Mode. Was I too harsh? Was I too lenient? But who cares, because WWE 2k22 is out so we can throw this goddamn game away.